This right here is why people have trust issues with nitrous people, because now you see it and now you don't. Oh my god, that's awesome. What's up, MOPAR fam? I hope everybody's having a blessed day out there. I know it has been a minute since you guys seen me on the channel, and we'll kind of get into that, but I got a treat for you guys today. We're gonna be working on a Ram truck, and it's not frostbite. We're gonna be helping out my neighbor. He's got the white truck that had the Edelbrock Supercharger on it, and he got locked into a street race for like $3,000, and he's got to win. So we got to make this truck a lot faster. So he hollered at me for some help, and of course I got to help my boy out, and the quickest way to get this thing to go a lot faster is it's gonna be nitrous. So I told him what to order. He got the goods here, so we're gonna go to the truck, see what we got to install, make this thing a little bit faster within a week. We have less than a week to get this truck ready for the street race, so it's gonna be fun, and I hope he wins. All right, so this is the truck. As you guys know, you've seen it in a past recent video here. This is a RFE transmission truck with a stock 5.7. They have already mounted the bottle brackets and ran the nitrous feed line for me just to get things started. Still an all stock interior truck. This is a daily truck as well. This thing is driven every day. You can see they already stuck some stickers down on it to say what's up. You got the Edelbrock little supercharger there. This thing's making about 5 to 5.5 pounds of boost peak. So it's very, very mild boost. So we have some of the goodies right here. Now, this is something I told them to get because this truck has a stock fuel system, and I have always wanted one of these personally, and this thing is dope. So what this is, if you guys don't know, this is a Nitrous Express standalone fuel system. So basically it's a fuel tank, it's a fuel pump, it's a fuel regulator and fuel gauge for your nitrous system. So all your fuel needs goes through this instead of running through the factory fuel system. It's got a cool little fuel cap with a basic kind of old school float empty and fuel gauge on it. As you can see, just kind of works like that right there. See if I can move it. You see? Ooh. Pretty simple. Inside you can see the fuel pump, and it's got a little fuel sock on it, just like a car. Basically it's just a regular car fuel pump, so pretty dope. This thing is boost referencing. You can run a boost reference pickup point right here, fuel pump wiring right here. Simple. We just got to figure out how and where we're going to mount this tank, and yeah man, this thing right here is definitely awesome, and I think well worth it. You don't have to rely on the factory fuel system. This does everything for you, and this thing will flow a lot of nitrous, so this is a good piece. And right here we got the NX Proton series. This is a basic wet nitrous kit. Everything's contained in this little box, kind of neat. You got your nitrous solenoid inside here and your fuel solenoid also inside this box, so everything just kind of mounts down, and then you run all your lines to it. It's a nice little clean setup. We got some nitrous lines here, and they have the nitrous bottle just behind the seat right now for the time being, because it was raining. Obviously they want it in the bed, so that's where they're going to put it back there. So yeah, we just got to get some of this stuff mounted, and looks like the rest of it, we got some of the extra wiring right here. We got our Nitrous shark nozzle right here. It's a good nozzle, I've used those many times. Relay and wiring, assorted jets for the go fast, that's what I'm talking about. Some connectors, instructions, and we got our arming switch right here. It comes with some blue Loctite for all your fittings, and this is the bracket for this guy right here, wide open throttle switch. I told him to get the universal switch because I personally like to wire my stuff up on the gas pedal itself and not really rely on the electronic part of it, wiring up to your TB and all that stuff. I don't know, I'm kind of the old school side. These work simple, and that's what I have on Frostbite as well, so that's what we're going to do. So there you go, there's all the goodies that we got to install, so stay tuned. We're going to kind of go through this a little bit at a time. I'll install some stuff, then kind of go over what we did, and should be pretty fun. I got to get this thing done today because I have very limited time. So I got a little bit of a job ahead of me. Got to get all this stuff installed. I'm going to try to get it all done today, as again guys, I've been super busy with my own shop, trying to keep everything above water, all my customers happy and everything, and it's just been crazy. Haven't had much time to get on here and do anything. So here we are. We're going to kind of go back to our roots. We're going to install a Nitrous kit. Hopefully he can win this $3,000 race. Wish us luck. Brother needs it. And yeah, if we can get it done today, maybe we can get some testing done on it real quick. See how it does, see how it pulls. I'm not sure what shot we're going to run. But I'm kind of thinking somewhere around 75 to 100 shot on top of the 5 pounds of boost. Should make a few eagles, if you know what I mean. Enough chit chat, let's get to work. All right guys, so we're making some progress here. So these safe tanks are actually designed to mount in the factory battery location. So if you were to like relocate your battery, you could actually mount these right in the battery tray. As that's what the brackets are made for. However, what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the old air filter system, which, as most of you guys know, with the Ram, it's got this massive lid right here that comes off, and then you got your box and your air filter inside. And what I have done is I've drilled 3 holes, a hole here, a hole here, and a hole here, and we are going to drop this safe system right in here like so. Fits like a glove, and then we're going to run some bolts in there and get it bolted down. So what do you think? Pretty slick, Rick? I like it. Other thing I like, check this out. This right here is why people have trust issues with Nitrous people, because now you see it, and now you don't. Oh my god, that's awesome. If you was to hook up this tube back on there, you would literally never know. That is awesome. I don't know if we're going to do anything with that. Perhaps, maybe. But what we were planning on doing was leaving this lid off, and then we're gonna clock this tube to where we can run a cone filter. I got a couple different ones. We're probably gonna go with this one because it's gonna be a little easier to fit everything, plus we can kind of turn this tube wherever we want. But if you were to take the filter off and just kind of stick it back on there temporary, man, there'd be some mad people up in here. All right guys, we made some more progress, so let's check it out. All right, so as you can see, this is the air filter box. We have mounted the solenoid pack right here on the side of the box. We got the tank bolted down to the inside of the air filter box, and pretty much good to go here. We're going to drop it in. So we're going to drop this guy in where she goes. Now that everything's bolted together on there, and there we go. So you can see our box is nice and mounted, and we just got to start running some wires and some plumbing. Get everything wired up. We got our feed line right here, runs across from the firewall over there, and that's going to come down here like so and go to the solenoid pack for the nitrous feed. And then we'll have another one that runs from the fuel feed over here. We got to get a nipple to run off this regulator. Then we still got to run intake manifold vacuum / boost reference right here to this nipple. We got to wire everything, obviously. We have our relay that comes with Nitrous Express. I mounted it right here with just a self-tapping screw. We got to get all this stuff wired up. And then we have the switch panel here. This switch is going to be for our nitrous arming switch, and then this one right here with the toggle is going to be to operate our safe system, which is our standalone fuel management system. So this will fire the fuel pump for it. Just drilled holes in the back of it. And then this guy's going to mount right here in the dash, just like so. Boom, boom, boom. And then we just got to get everything wired up. So there you go. We've made some progress, so stay tuned. I'm going to start getting some plumbing and some wiring done, and I'll go over the rest of it. We still got to do the throttle pedal sensor also, the wide open throttle switch, so stay tuned. Got more to come. All right, so we got the throttle pedal, gas pedal assembly out of the truck. We got the wide open throttle switch mounted. As you can see, kind of got to bend it up like so. Give it a little twist, a little bendy bend. That's all there is to it, and I'll show you how this thing works. So you can kind of see right here is our switch, and you can hear it click when I press it. And the idea is when you floor the gas pedal, you want that switch to be triggered right at about wide open throttle. So you can see I'm moving the gas pedal down right here, and boom, wide open throttle, off, on, off, on. That's all there is to it. So we're going to get this mounted back up inside the truck, and we're getting down to the nitty-gritty wiring. That's about all that's left is the wiring and plumbing. Alright guys, we got pretty much everything done except for a few odds and ends. So we're going to go over everything, how I hooked up everything, and what it looks like. So let's get to it. Alright, so this is what we're doing for our air intake system. We just got a basic Canon filter. We use the stock pipe from the Edelbrock Supercharger kit. We got our nozzle mounted right here. Our lines come down to our solenoid pack, which is mounted on the side of the old air filter box. As you guys seen, we got our tank mounted and bolted inside the air filter box. We got all of our wiring done. We just got to kind of zip tie everything, clean everything up. We have a boost reference nipple here off the regulator, and one right here on the side of the supercharger that we got to run a hose to, and then that will be done. And as you guys seen, we mounted that relay over here, went through the firewall down here where the shifter cable goes through. I just kind of took a razor and put a little slit in it so we could stuff wires through that factory grommet. We used a fuse tap right here to tap in for 12 volt switch key on, and we have our switch panel basically right here. This is for the nitrous switch, this is for the nitrous kit, this is for the standalone fuel system kit, And then you guys seen the throttle pedal assembly, how we did the wide open throttle switch. It's kind of dark down here, but you guys can hear it clicking. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna turn the key on, that way you guys can hear everything fire up. So with the key on, you got to turn your fuel pump on first, and then nitrous switch turns on. I don't want to run it too long because obviously we don't have no fuel in there, but hopefully you guys can hear this. So pump on, switch on, solenoid's clicking. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. I would be done with this thing except for one stupid fitting that they screwed us on. Unfortunately, it wasn't in the kit. It's a fitting that goes to the fuel regulator and then runs over to the solenoid pack for the fuel side. They shorted us that fitting, so I am unable to basically hook up the fuel system to the fuel solenoid and be able to go test this thing. So got to order that. Hopefully when that gets here, the follow-up video for this will be testing it. So stay tuned. We'll see what's up. And yeah, so again, 5.5 pounds of boost on the Edelbrock Supercharger, Nitrous Express standalone fuel system, and we're going to run E85 in that tank. So we're going to be spraying E85 for the nitrous system, wet kit. We're going to do probably 75 to 100 shot, and it's going to be toasty. Hopefully he wins the race. Got $3,000 on it, and there's a $1,000 punk out fee, so hopefully this Ram gives them hell. Stay tuned to the video. We'll have some testing here soon, and I might go try to watch this race, so stay tuned.